Max woke up one morning to the new fallen snow.
Oh.
It was so white and so crisp, yet soft like a pillow. He looked out his window with a great big grin. Finally, he thought, the fun can now begin. He got dressed and met up with his friend Danny. Today was going to be so fine and dandy. The two friends just couldn't decide what to do first. Filled with excitement, they thought they would burst. Max and Danny wanted to make angels in the snow, but made sure first that the snow wasn't yellow.
Ew, that's nasty.
Once they made their angels on the ground, the two friends gathered up snow from all around. A competition they now had between them to see who could build the greatest snowman. Max rolled the snow nice and tight, while Danny was building his snowman for height. After a while, the two friends were done.
Wow. Whoa.
Building the snowman was really quite fun. But now, what would they do next? They had hours and hours left till sunset. Danny thought of a snowball fight, so they rolled snowballs left and right. Behind any object they could find, Danny and Max went off to hide. Max came out to fire a shot, but Danny's snowball came in too hot. It plastered Max square in the face. He fell over backward in disgrace. Danny laughed at the unfortunate plight, while Max wound up with Danny in sight. He threw the snowball as hard as he could, but the snowball didn't fly where it should. It hit an old man just walking along. And Max knew he did something wrong.
Uh-oh.
The old man turned and chased them away, all the while shouting, "I'll get you someday!" The two friends ran and ran and ran. Their chaser was fast for an old man. His walker gave him incredible speed, and he was determined to succeed, to catch the two pranksters, for he was upset, and give them a lecture they'd never forget. Danny and Max ran for their lives, in the hope that they would survive. For they recognized the old man now. It was none other than Mr. Scout.
Oh no, it's him.
Supposedly, he was the grumpiest man around. His reputation was quite profound. They ran up to a house and knocked.
Let us in, hurry!
It was the nearest house on the block. A young woman opened the door with a look of surprise, while Max and Danny told her of their demise. She quickly invited them to come inside, so they could have a place to hide. "My name is Sophie," she exclaimed, "but I've known you two since the first grade. Your names are Danny and Max. Stay inside and rest and relax." Sophie went to make a special treat. Max and Danny thought she was real sweet. She brought out some cocoa in 3 mugs. Careful not to spill on the great big rug. Sophie asked if she could join them in their fun. "Sure," they said, "as soon as we're all done." So 2 friends became 3 that day, as Max, Danny, and Sophie played away. However, Mr. Scout caught the 3 friends. "I've got you now," he shouted. "Here comes your end." He threw 2 snowballs at Danny and Max, who both fell backwards upon their backs. The old man then said to the 3, "If you're going to throw snowballs, make sure you include me." The 4 of them laughed and laughed, even Mr. Scout, Sophie, Danny, and Max. The old man, after all, wasn't really mean. It turns out things just aren't always as they seem.